Morning all. Right. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So
It's
today
visible.
just we had we had an introductory session in the last class. So continuation to that, right? Yes. Data types and variables. Data types and variables, right? Yes. Every organization, use case, right? Every organization use case. Has got data and operations. Has got data and operations. Data represented using data types or variables. Data represented using data types or variables. Data represented using data types or variables. Operations represented using functions. Any organization, for example, if I take the example of a bank. Bank consists of data and operations. Data means like customer data, customer name, account number, address, balance, and branch. Operations. So the data represented using data types or variables, operations like deposit operations, withdraw operation, transfer operations, operations represented using functions. Yeah. Now just observe this, right? If you are comparing C or C++ or Java with Python, Python supports dynamic data types. Python supports dynamic data types. In other programming languages, if we want to create some variable like x equal to 10, compulsory I need to say int. Y equal to 4.5, compulsory I need to say float. Z equal to hello, compulsory I need to say string. Without this data type defining, I cannot create this variable x. Without this int, I cannot say x equal to 10. This data type defining is compulsory. But in Python, directly I can say x as 10. Directly I can say y as 4.5. No need to define the data type here in Python. Z as hello. No need to define the data type. But here, what kind of variable x is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as integer. What kind of variable y is means based on this data type defining, you are saying it as float type. What kind of variable z is based on this data type defining, you are saying it as string type. Based on this data type defining, you are saying it as string. But here, what kind of variable x is here? What kind of variable x is? Based upon what value you are assigning to it. As you are assigned integer value, integer variable getting created dynamically during runtime. There is a function given by Python like type function, type of x. What is the type of x? Integer. Why it is integer? Because you have assigned an integer value. Type of y. Type of y is float. Why it is float? Because you have assigned a float value. Type of z. String type. Why it is string? Because you assigned a string value based upon what value you are assigning to x, y, and z. Based upon what value you are assigning to x, y, and z. The variables are created dynamically. If x value is 10, integer variable created. If y equal to 4.5, what value you are assigning to this? Float value, then float variable created. If you are assigning a string value, then string variable is created dynamically. That's why we call dynamic data types. Based upon what value you are assigning, based on that, the variables are created dynamically. To make you understand much better on this data types, I'm going to discuss 4 cases. Case 1. Whenever I'm say x equal to 10, understand what happens internally when we define some variables. Here, internally one object will be created with value 10. It is going to have some address. The address is given to x. So here, whenever you are saying x equal to 10, one object with value 10 is created. It is going to have some address. The address is given to x. What x is storing? What x is storing here? Don't say x is storing a 10. X stores this address. Here, 3 things you need to understand. Whenever I say print x, it goes to this address and prints whatever content present at that address. Prints the content at that address. Prints the content at that address. What is the content? 10. Prints the address of x. Type of x. Prints the data type of x. So three things you need to understand here, right? Yes, 3 things. Print x prints the content at that address. ID of x prints the address of x. Address of x means 103070. Type of x prints the data type of x. Yes, these 3 things you need to understand. Now observe this case 2. Now here onwards, I want the sessions to be more interactive, right? Everyone try to unmute yourself and try to give your responses through voice, or you can type your query in the chat. Yeah, case 2. X value is 10, y is 20. Now everyone try to respond. How many objects will be created here? For x equal to 10, y equal to 20, how many objects will be created?
Two objects.
Every 2 objects, right? For 10, one object, 20, another object. It is going to have some address, that address given to x. It is going to have some address, that address given to y. Now try to answer everyone. What is print x? Print x.
10 will
And address of x. ID of x.
103070.
103070. This one, the address. Type of x.
Integer.
Integer.
Because you are assigning an integer value. It will be integer type. Now print y.
20.
20. Address of y.
10.
Type of y. Integer, right? Two different variables x and y with two different values 10 and 20. Two different objects will be created with two different addresses. Two different variables with two different values, then two different objects with two different addresses. This is case 2. Now observe this case 3.
I have one question here, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
X equal to 10 if you are writing. So that address is 10, 30, 70 is like a real kind of, or it's
Yeah.
for the,
No. Where exactly it is stored in the memory, that address I'm talking. Yeah,
yeah, because generally it will store the 4-byte memory and it will allocate by the
yeah.
0 1010, right?
Whatever it is, that address will
Mhm.
be.
Mm.
Where exactly it is stored in the memory, that address. Here just randomly I'm providing some address.
So yeah,
To print the address of a variable, to print the content of a variable, to print the type of a variable. Now observe this case 3. X value is 10, Y value is 10. Now try to answer everyone. How many objects are created? Everyone, try to unmute and try to give your responses. I want the sessions to be more interactive. Right? X is 10, Y is 10. How many objects?
one object will be created.
Everyone, one or two. Try to answer whether one object or two objects. How many objects will be created?
Two objects.
Two objects. No one.
Observe carefully.
Okay.
For x equal to 10, right. Here x is 10, y is 10. Only one object will be created. First one object is created for this 103070. That's fine. Now, before creating object for y, before creating object for first, we'll check any object with value 10, any object with value 10. If it is already available, right, the same address will be given. The same address will be given to y. Assume for x is 10, y is 10, z is 10. X is 10, y is 10, z is 10. Don't think three objects with 10, 10, 10 will be created. No. Only one object and this address will be given to x, y, z. Only one object. But if x is 10, y is 20, z is 30, then how many objects will be created? X value is 10, y is 20, z is 30. Then in that case, how many objects?
Three.
Three. Three. But here if it is contents are same, only one object, only one address. Here can I say X, Y, and Z, they are sharing the same content at 10, they are sharing the same address, right? They're sharing the same content and the address. I can say like print X, print Y, print Z, the same value 10. Address of X, address of Y, and address of Z. Type of X, type of Y, and type of Z. Here all the three variables, they are sharing the same content at 10, they are sharing the same address, right? Type of X, type of Y, and type of Z. What type? Integer type. Yes. This is case 3. Now observe this case 4. X value is 10. X value is 20. X value is 10 and X value is 20. Here one object is created with value 10. It is going to have some address. The address given to X. X equal to 20, one more object gets created with some address. The address given to this. Up to here it's fine. Now if I say print X, everyone try to answer. If I say print X, what is X value it prints? Whether it will print 10 or 20 or both. What is your answer? Whenever I say print X, what is the X value it is going to print? 10 or 20 or both? So whether your answers are correct or wrong, everyone try to keep responding. Yes, everyone try to answer. Print X, what is X value?
It will
20.
print 20.
We'll take the latest value, right?
Yeah.
Previous
Yeah.
X value 10, X value 20. Always the latest value will be considered. Your salary last year, 50,000. Your salary this year, 80,000. Print salary, what it prints? The latest salary, right? Address of X, it takes the 104080. Type of X, integer. So what happens to the previous one, previous X? So this is going to get removed. X can store only one value, X can store only one address. It can store only one value and one address. Yes. Understand this, right? Case 1, printing the content, printing the address, and printing the type. Case 2, two different variables like X as 10, Y as 20. Two different variables, two different values, two different objects, and two different addresses. Case 3, X is 10, Y is 10, Z also 10. For all this, only one object, only one address. Now, case 4, X is 10, X is 20. Always the latest value will be considered. The previous one gets removed. X can store only one value and one address, right? Okay. Data types. Data types. Data types are mainly are of two types: fundamental data types and collection data types. Fundamental data types. Object holding single value. Object holding single value. Fundamental data types, object holding single value. For example, X as 10, one object with value 10 with some address. The address given to X. Object holding a single value. Here, object holding single value. Here, Object holding group of values. Object holding group of values. Collection of values, group of values, set of values, right? Yes. Example, x equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Group of values. Here one object will be created. Here also one object will be created for this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes, it is going to have some address. The address is given to x. Here object holding group of values, collection of values, set of values. Object holding group of values. Object holding single value, fundamental type. Object holding group of values or collection of values, collection type. Yes. Fundamental data types. Fundamental data types, mainly there are of 5 types. Integer, float, Boolean, string, complex. Integer, float, Boolean, string, and complex. Integer, age 25. Float, something like height 6.2. Boolean, which returns either true or false. Which returns either true or false. String, sequence collection of characters like city equal to Hyderabad. Complex, like in general mathematics, real and imaginary point. X plus iy. X is got real, y is called imaginary, real and imaginary. But in Python, instead of the symbol I, we use the symbol J. Integer, float, Boolean, string, complex. Collection data types. Collection data type 4 types. List, tuple, set, dictionary. List, tuple, set, and dictionary. List represented by using square bracket. Tuple represented using normal bracket. A set now list by using square bracket, tuple by using normal bracket, set by using curly bracket, dictionary by using curly bracket only, but key and value. Key collection of key value pairs. For example, okay, here List of values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. List of values. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50. Tuple of values. Set of values. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Set of values. By using these braces only, you should identify what type of collections they are. List by using this, tuple by using this, set by using curly braces, and dictionary. W equal to like name Ajay. Age 25, right? So collection of key value pairs. Collection of key value pairs we call it as dictionary. Key value. Key value. List of values, couple of values, set of values, collection of key value pairs. Right. So we have got a lot of discussion on this collection data types. We'll be discussing, right? List indexing, list slicing, list function, list methods, list addresses, nested list modification. Same way for tuple indexing, tuple slicing, tuple functions, tuple methods, tuple addresses. Yes. Similarly for set and dictionaries. Nearly we have a lot of discussion on this. So in the case of fundamental type, we have got a lot of discussion on string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, right? Yes. Now, what is a string? A string is a sequence collection of, it is a sequence collection of sequence collection of characters. A string is a sequence collection of characters. In Python, a string is represented in Python. A string is represented, right? Using single quote, second using double quote, a string is represented using single quote, double quote, triple quote. A string is represented using single quote, double quote, triple quote. City equal to Hyderabad. Example, city equal to Hyderabad. Sequence collection of characters. A string can be represented using single quote, double quote, or triple quote. For a single word or a line, single quote, double quote, triple quote.
Sir, for triple quote, uh, we can't represent this string, right? We can comment that.
So here, single line, for a single word or a single line, we go with single quote or double quote. For multiple lines, for 3 lines, 4 lines, or 10 lines, or 20 lines, for multiple lines of string, we go for triple quote. So for single line, for a single word or a single line, we can go with single quote or double quote. For multiple lines of string, we go for triple quote. Right? Each character of a string. Each character of a string is identified or accessed. Each character of a string is identified or accessed by a unique index. Each character of a string is identified or accessed by a unique index. String supports two types of indexes. Each character of a string is identified and accessed by a unique index. String supports two types of indexes. Positive index or forward index. Positive index or forward index. Index starts from left to right. Positive index or forward index, right? Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Positive index or forward index. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Negative index or backward index. Negative index or backward index. Index starts from right to left. Index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1. Positive index or forward index. Index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Negative index or backward index. Index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1. Check this indexing, right? Yes. X equal to Python. I've taken a string. So here one object will be created here. Here one object will be created, right? P Y T H O N. One address. The address is given to X. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This we call it like positive index. Positive index or forward index. Positive index or forward index. This starts from left to right. But there is a negative index or backward index. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. This is backward index or negative index. What is the value of x of 2 value? What is x of 2 value? X of 2 value. 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 X of 2 What is x of 2? Yes, everyone try to answer x of 2. X is your string. X of 2 is what? T.
T.
X of minus 2 is
Oh.
O. It returns O. Right? Either you can use positive index or negative index to access a particular character of a string. So this is single line string. Single line comment starting with hash symbol. Multiple lines if you want to comment. Just use this way. Multi-line comment. If you want to comment multiple lines, these are not Python statements. Yes. Now x equal to Python a string. Now print x. It prints that as it type of x. Print type of x. Type of x is what type? Type of x is what type? As you're assigning string to x, it will be string type str. Print len of x. Number of characters within the string, that is 6, right? Now y equal to programming. Y equal to programming a separate string. Now print x plus y, what it gives? Python plus programming, Python programming. This we call it like concatenation. Concatenation. Concatenation means adding two strings. Adding two strings. First string followed by second string. Save it. So just we created a separate folder for this batch, Python 6 a.m. Right. So str1.py, right? Yes. So run module. Check it. Python, what type? String type. Length is 6 number of characters, right? Python plus programming. Here I want space between these two. So add 3 strings. X is one string, Y is one string. Between these two, one blank string. X plus space plus Y. Concatenation, adding two strings. First string followed by second string. Next, string slicing. String slicing. Extracting particular portion of a string. Extracting particular portion of a string. Extracting particular portion of a string. For example, I got a string in this way. X equal to Python program. X equal to Python program. Now try to extract only Python from this. Yes. Extract only Python from this. I want to print only Python. So this index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I should say, X is your string from 0 to 0 to, yes, everyone unmute and try to respond. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it has to be 5, but I need to give 6. Here, this we call it like lower bound. This we call it like upper bound. Always upper bound excluded, for your understanding. Always, I'm writing a comment here, always upper bound is excluded. Upper bound is excluded. Means if I given 5 here, 5 should have been excluded. You should have not got this n. If I given 6, even though 6 excluded, sorry, even though 6 was excluded, up to 5 it will consider. You will get Python, right? Yes. Python. So here I want to extract the middle portion of the string. I want to extract the middle portion of the string, right? Yes. extract PROG. Only this I want. Everyone try to say how I can extract only this. 4 characters I want to extract. Print X of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From 7 to, yes, everyone unmute yourself and try to give your responses. 7 to
11.
11.
yes, 7 to 11. Seven you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want. 11 excludes, up to 10 it will consider, right? Yes. PROG. What if I give in the reversed way? If I give in the reversed way, print X of 11 to 7. Print X of 11 to 7, right? Yes. 7 to 11, okay. PROG. If I reverse it, 11 to 7. Empty string you get. Because always slicing in the forward direction. Always slicing in the forward direction. If you go in the backward direction, right? 11 to 7. If you go in the backward direction, empty string you get, empty string. Empty string. Extract PROG using negative index. Try to say extract PROG using negative index. Using negative index also, you should go in the forward direction, not in the backward. Try to answer everyone. X of -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. -7 you want, -6 you want, -5 you want, -4 you want. So -7 to -3. -7 to -3. -7, -6, -5, -4. -4 excludes, minus means -3 excludes, up to -4 it takes. PROG, right? Yes. So it extracts PROG. Save it. PROG. Now extract the entire word program now. Extract the entire word program, right? Using positive index to semi first. X of everyone. X of 7 to 7 to 7 you want, 8 you want, 9 you want, 10 you want, 11 you want, 12 and 13. If I give 13, M will be excluded. So give 14. 14 index is not available, but still you can provide 14 because it's excluded. Up to 13 only it will consider, right? Otherwise, shortcut X of 7 to don't provide this upper bound. By default, it reads from 7th to end of this string. From 7 to end of this string. Right? It reads from 7 to end of the string, right? 7 to 14, right? Up to the end of this string. Even what if I ignore this lower bound? I can also ignore this lower bound, right? So it's providing. So I'm not giving this lower bound. 6 I'm giving. Means by default, it will read from the start index to 6. 6 excluded, up to 5 will consider. This and this both are same. returns Python for this. What if I ignore both lower bound and upper bound? Everyone, I want the sessions to be more interactive. I have to give a responses. What is the output for this?
Python program.
Yes, it returns what? Start of the string to end of the string. The entire string will be printed. Is it compulsory to have spaces here? Is it compulsory to have spaces? This last three statements results the same output. Python program. Last four statements, if you observe, results the same output. Python program, Python program, Python program, and Python program. Yes. X of 0 to 14 with the increment of 2. 0 to 14 with the increment of 2, right? This we call it like the start value. The first one, 0, is called as start value. This 14 like stop value. And this 2 like step value. Start value, stop value, and step value. Yes. Step means increment by 2. By default, 7 to 14 means increments by 1. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 0 to 14 increment by 2 means after 0, increments by 2 means 2 index. After that, 4 index, 6 index, 8 index, 10 index, 12 index. In this way, yes, increment by 2. Start value, stop value, and step value. 0 to 14 with increment of 2, right? So it will give, observe this, even indexed after 0. First P it will print, next T it will print, next O, next space, R, G, A. Yes, run module, right? Yes. Check this. Only the even indexed P, T, O, P, T, O. So increment by 2. So similar printer X of, see 0 to 14 means, can I say like this? 0 to 14 means this one only, right? Entire string. But this increment by 2 as it is. Same output you get. Yes. This and this both are same output, right? Similar to this print X of colon -1, right? Yes. Reverses the string. It reverses the string. See this Python program in the reversed order. Python program. Python program. Yes. Have you heard about the word palindrome? Right. Palindrome, right. Anyways, the word palindrome. If we reverse a string, if we reverse a string, if we get the same string, if we get the same string, it is a palindrome. If we reverse a string, if we get the same string, it is a palindrome. Example of palindrome. Example of palindrome. Anyone? Madam, if you reverse also, you will get the same thing. Malayalam, if you reverse also, you'll get the same thing. Devel, MOM, LEVEL, level. If you reverse also, you'll get same thing, right? Level, right, right. And okay. MADAM, right? If you reverse Malayalam, dad, mom, level, radar, 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 race car, all this, right? If you reverse also, you'll get the same thing. X equal to MADAM, right? Print X. Yes. If reversing it, just now I said, right? Reversing means this one. So reversing a string always means in this way. Just now we discussed reversing and store it in a variable y. Print y. Print y. So print x, you'll print this. Print y if reversing, right? Yes. Run module. Prints the same, right? Yes. So here we don't need to write. Here we don't need to write huge codings, right? Where is we have got many built-in functions, methods available to perform the operations. Just I'll take 5 minutes. String methods. Just I'll take 5 minutes, right? String methods. Upper to print in uppercase. X equal to Hyderabad. So tomorrow there is a session. Tomorrow the link will be changing, right? You are supposed to get enrolled to get the new link to your mail IDs, right? You can see that payment details, the contact details of the online team in the short panel. If anyone missed the previous demo session, right, you can see that link for it. Contact details and the payment details of it, right? Just I'll take 5 minutes. So here print x dot upper. X dot upper means printing everything in the uppercase. Yes. Run module, printing everything in the uppercase. Now second, lower to print in lowercase. To print in lowercase. X equal to Mumbai. Print x dot lower, printing everything in lowercase. Check this, run it. Mumbai printing in lowercase. It was in uppercase, printing in lowercase. For example, I got a string like this. X equal to India. Now I want only the first character I only in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. Only the first character I only in the uppercase. X dot capitalize. Now check it. Yeah, now only the first character I only appears in uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. What is it? Capitalize. for capitalizing the first character. For capitalizing the first character of a string. For capitalizing the first character of a string. Run module. For capitalizing the first character of a string. Check it once again. Only the first character in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. For example, I got output in this way. X equal to good morning, Hyderabad. Good morning, Hyderabad, right? Yes. You got 3 words here. Every word, first character. G I want in uppercase. M I want in uppercase. H I want. Each and every word, first character in the uppercase. So I need to say X dot title. Now check it. Each and every word, even if you got 100 words, every word, first character in the uppercase, right? Check it. Good morning, Hyderabad. G in uppercase, morning, M in uppercase, Hyderabad, H in uppercase. Yes. Each and every, means what is that? Title, Title. For capitalizing the first character of each word in a string, of each word in a string. For capitalizing the first character of each word in a string, right? Observe this output, right? Run more. Here, each and every word, first character. How many words? Each and every word, first character in the uppercase. Where exactly this title can be useful? EMPS implies, for example, Rahul, Ajay, Miller, James, Rohit. So in this way, hundreds of employee names are given. Hundreds of employee names. I want each and every employee name, first character in the uppercase. I want first character in the uppercase. Print EMPS dot title. EMPS dot title, right? Yes. So printing each and every name, right, in uppercase. Rahul or in uppercase, Ajay, Miller, James, Rohit. Each and every name, first, even though if you got hundreds of names, every name, first character in the uppercase. Replace, for replacing a portion of a string, right? 1 second. For replacing a portion of a string. For replacing a portion of a string, right? Yes. X equal to, right. So let me say Java is easy. Print X dot replace X is the string dot replace the word Java with Python, right? So what is it? Python is easy, is it? Run module. Java is replaced with Python. Python is easy. So okay, in this way, not only this upper, lower, capitalized, title, replace, we have got many other methods. Replace methods, swap, case, count, strip, find, split, join. In this way, we have got many methods, right? The remaining methods I'll discuss in the tomorrow session. Fine. So as said, right? Tomorrow the link will be changing. So a new link will be forwarded to your mail IDs. So from tomorrow, daily, you'll be getting the videos to your Google Drive, notes to your mail, and tomorrow you'll be added to the WhatsApp group, right? Yes. So you can check this course content once again, right? It is kept in you can see in the Zoom chart, a big message is given by this online team. The course content details, so, and the payment details, everything is posted there, right? So Python basics, operations, operators, IDs, flow controls, looping statements, strings in Python, collections, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python, modules in Python, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts, regular expressions, database connections, installation of one database, performing SQL operations, Python data and time module, operating system module, advanced concepts, iterator, generator, closures, decorators, working with CSV, XML, JSON files, graphic programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to this data science, Python pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, and matplotlib model in brief, right? Yes. So 30 topics, right, for this Python core and advanced, right? And apart from this, people who go for Python full stack along with this Django framework will be discussed. The project architecture, applications, creations, views, templates, nearly around 15 applications will be developed. And also along with this Django framework, one more framework will be discussed freely for this batch. Flask framework and UI technologies, right? HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript and MySQL. So you can just check with this, right? Yes. Just observe this. So Python core and advanced. Python core advanced around 60 to 70 hours, around 2 months will be discussed. The fee is like 5,000. So now for batch, along with Python core advanced, people who wants to go for Python full stack, UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Bootstrap, Django framework, around 15 applications, Flask framework, along with that, right, MySQL database and a project from topics 2 to 6 also, right? From all the above topics from 2 to 6 also, it takes 70 hours, 2 months, 7,000 is the fee for that. So Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, 140 hours, right? 2 months plus 2 months, 4 months. For Python is 5,000 and framework 7,000 if you go separately. But if you are taking the entire package, entire Python full stack package, the single payment it is 10,000. So let me make it clear about the timings of this batch. So first 1 week at 6 a.m. Later means it starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 a.m. in the morning, right? Up to the end of the course. So you'll be getting the session videos, soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks to work with, a WhatsApp group for technical discussions, resumes and interview questions, live interactive sessions, 300 plus code examples, 15 plus applications, right? Yes. Yes. Any queries you have got? Right. So tomorrow, same time at 6 o'clock, we'll be having a session tomorrow. Fine. Any more queries? Contact details for the online team is given. If you have paid, but still if you have not got the link at your mail, you can just contact them. Multiple contact details, their payment details, right? But once you got enrolled, don't forget to share the screenshot of your payment to that mail ID provided. Some people, even though they are getting enrolled, they won't share that screenshot, so they won't be getting that mail. That's why try to share the screenshot. Yes. Yeah, Gautam ready. Go with your query. Right. If you have got queries, you can directly go with your queries. Right? Gautam ready.
Hello, sir.
Yes, good.
The class duration is 1 hour or more than 1 hour daily?
Daily it will be 1 hour.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. I have a question on class.
Yes.
Actually, you said no reverse, there should be a -1.
Mm.
But in -1, we don't skip that one digit, no?
-1 means from here it will go.
Uh,
-1 mem a r g a.
nah, y-
-2 means we'll skip again from here again.
okay, okay. It's a one means only take complete digits, no?
See here 7 to 11 means here
Uh,
default 7 increment by 1 7 8 9 10 11 this way.
okay.
Here also -1 means by
Mm,
default it increments by 1. If you give
mm, mm,
increments by 2 means increments by 2. Here
okay.
also -2 means m next
Mm,
r next o next p in this way it goes.
okay.
-1 means only 1.
And it can be simple. M means they'll come to M only or A?
First it will start with m.
M
Anyway,
only.
anywhere slicing always starts with that first character.
Okay. Sir, I have some another rules. This is the only examples, or you can do more examples from further.
So we have got lot of examples we'll be discussing.
About this top, some 10 topics only.
Hmm?
You keep no like a list or something, or you tightly gone to string, no?
Hmm. No, no,
Before.
no, 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 not like that. It's
Mm,
a language, right? It's not in order. We'll be discussing all the topics.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So if I'm done with your queries, if there are no other queries, I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow at same time at 6 o'clock. Yes. And thank you all for your time. Thank you.